What's going on, guys? Random Comic here. So today I got my hands on Ghost Recon Future Soldier for the very first time. Actually didn't get to play the beta and was hearing really mixed reviews from some people, and as well as watching commentators on YouTube. Some were like, it's a must buy, it's gonna be the best third-person shooter this year and stuff like that. And so far, I'm actually having a lot of fun with it. When I first played it, the game is extremely challenging to actually get into, and it was frustrating at times because some people just play, obviously most third person games, they implement some type of cover, and it really basically influences people to never have to leave cover. And I take advantage of that sometimes, but for the most part, when I play games, I try to rush around and stuff like that, and it's really tough to actually do in this game. And this was, I believe this is called Conflict, which is the game mode we're playing. It'll basically spawn an objective randomly on the map. It could be simply to take a location and protect it, basically defend it. And as well, there could be like basically like a VIP on your team that you have to protect. And if that guy dies, then the other team will win that round. That's the easiest round to probably win. And it gets frustrating when you really have a really good lockdown and, you know, just totally keeping guys off the base and really doing a good job protecting it. And all they have to do is just kill one idiot on your team that doesn't know what he's doing and stuff like that. And I think I played probably a good 4 or 5 hours, leveled up to a level 13. I got off as soon as I got a new gun, so I'm really interested to try that gun. I'm playing the engineer class, and so far I'm really liking just a red dot on it and how you can customize everything. Basically, there's a whole bunch of different different ways of thinking on how to upgrade your gun. There's basically power, which means it's going to do a lot of damage. There's control, which basically means you'll have a really accurate gun, but it might take longer to kill. There's maneuverability, which means you'll be moving really fast, and as well, I think there is wait, let me just retrain my thought right there. There's control, power, maneuverability, and as well as like range. So you can basically cater your gun and your setup to how you actually want to play. I've been building around control because I want to be very accurate, and basically using this, I think this is like some type of AK-74U, and everybody else has like ACR assault rifles and has been doing a lot of sniping and stuff like that. So I was like, man, I really like the engineer. I don't want to just be one of those guys running around with the rifle class. And I'm really liking this one so far. I'm yet to touch any other thing, but I really like how this guy has sensors to help mark people on your team just like that. That guy's spotted, and I can basically hack people. I don't think I ever do it in this gameplay, but I have a secondary weapon, which is a stun gun, and if you get really close up on them, you'll be able to stun them and hack them. Then you can finish them off. Look at this headshot. Boom. Guy didn't stand a chance right there. Right here, this is actually the objective where they had to take out one of our guys. We just failed that objective because it was just, you know, it's really tough to protect one guy in your team when he doesn't really realize that he's that valuable to the mission and can actually ruin it for everybody. But other than that, this is the only game mode I played. This is a triple spray right here, actually. Look at this. Get the one piece. Guy spawns on him 2 and 3. So flanking is really tough on this game, but when you do it, it can be rewarding. I get a little achievement right there. I go on a little tear right here. These guys were just unlucky, and I was in the right place at the right time, basically. But yeah, for any of you guys that play third-person shooters like either Uncharted, Gears of War, games like that, this game will be similar in a way, just because if you're already used to being in and out of cover and maneuvering, this game I think has done the best job out of any, where basically if you take cover on a wall and you want to run to a different wall, you basically just look at that spot. It'll like show you where you're gonna run. You hold A and you'll actually run right to that spot. The one thing that I do not like about this game, the controls are completely unmappable, and I would much rather since A is used, I mean A is used for like a lot of the cover and sprinting, and left shift is basically toggling your left and right. So if you're, you know, a left paw player or just a regular player, you can get whatever, you know, sight you want. And it's useful in some instances where you have like a weird angle on a guy, but for the most part you'll just be, you know, not going to do that. In this game you don't really want to be changing stuff on the fly like that, because it's really difficult to get kills and stay alive anyway. But this is a good showing right here of just how we held off these guys really well in this part of the map as well. It gets really tough because the spawn system is very similar to Battlefield 3, because you could spawn on your squad mates, and if you have one guy just basically always trying to stay alive, you'll just, you know, one after another, you can just keep on pounding at them and hopefully try to actually push this objective. They almost had it. You can see they have like guys set up, camping and stuff like that, and basically trying to pick us off, but we got a nice little foothold on these guys, so they can't really get out of there. And right there, the whole time I'm detected, I'm not trying to stick my head out because they know exactly where I am, and it'll just be stupid. Like right there, I see the guy with a laser gun, but yeah, I'm not gonna poke my head out right there. But I can actually say I'm enjoying this game. In the military shooter, basically genre this year, there's been, you know, games to play like Modern Warfare 3, Battlefield 3. Trying to think what other stuff have come out. There's a whole bunch of other PC games too that are like first-person shooters. Not really military, like realistic, where it's actual, you know, Americans versus whatever other opposite power you want to say. But it's running really well. I actually can't complain at all about the connection or about, you know, a guy killing me and I felt like I got the first shot. It happens, but in this game, I think that the thing to blame is actually your own aim. That kind of rhymed with not being intentional, but right here at the end, we were actually almost tied up, and if you guys are tied up that close, it usually extends the time for a last, basically, standoff. And this is, I'm basically just like, alright, I'm going all out tactical mode, and I'm gonna actually try to go for this win. And I was like, I was playing with one of my friends, so I was like, yo, you hold down that side, I'll get this side. He was doing a good job holding them off. I almost die right here, but I get this double kill on these guys. And I was like, oh my god. They had plenty of time. They had like almost like 40 seconds to actually get this objective done. And you could have seen, if I wasn't right here taking out these guys, we probably would have lost. But it was a really, really good, well-fought game by both sides. And I hate to just like complain about games, stuff like that, and how people play, but third-person cover-based shooters really make it so snipers can just have a field day in this game. And I've had instances where people are just camping just like that. I mean, they're totally ignoring the objective. We would win it every time, but if they were actually, you know, had the brain power to actually think, let me actually play the objective, then they could really camp out those spots really crazy. But I think I put up like 37 kills in that game. Actually not bad. I skipped through all the losing rounds because there were some rounds that we just got stomped on. But thanks for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the Future Soldier gameplay, and let me know what you guys think of the game. Peace.